mean, it's still the best. Need a scooch. You can't have that yet! Okay. We're gonna do a cute thing. It's Halloween! You can't see my face because it's too tall. That's okay. Look at my shirt! This is all I got for Halloween. I'm surprised she didn't come running because I had the can opener. Every year, around fall time, they get some pumpkin. Just straight pumpkin. Don't use pumpkin pie filling. It will kill them. Pure pumpkin. Make sure it says nothing but pumpkin on it. Put this over here, that way you stop trying. And they got little costumes! Okay. Joy's the only one that got a new one. Gecko's gonna be a little crypto. Little bandana, and the thing he's gonna hate. I have to take off his collar and put his tie on. And then Joy hates this because I tried it on her when we got it. She's got a little witch hat. She's gonna absolutely rip me to pieces.
There's
Yeah.
a tiny can of.
Yeah. Can I have your collar? Okay. Get down. Hey.
Yeah. Don't throw things.
You can't flip the table.
Don't be...
He hasn't worn his tie. He has a bow tie, but it's on a different collar. I'm not sure why we still have it on that collar. I guess we just didn't take it off. Yeah. He's the kind of dog that just loves wearing clothes. You want this? Yeah. It's so dirty. I know, it's old, huh?
Oh,
Come here. Oh, you're gonna hate this too. Look at the little crypto! There's nothing in those bowls. I promise there's nothing in those bowls yet. Look at the little boy. Can you look at the camera? Yeah, it's a good boy. Look at you. You're such a ham. Alright, can you get down? Jump boy. I gotta go. We'll do this one at a time, actually. Just. You want a special treat? Now, you guys, sit. Get to sit. Good boy. Wait. They don't get much. They get like a little regular spoon. Yep. Yeah, wait. Wait. I was just gonna let him eat off the spoon like I normally do, but I give it a little. He makes a mess. And I'd rather it be on the bowl. In fact, I'm gonna put this on top of a towel. That way he doesn't get over my plate. I know. Ready? You. Yeah? You want it? Yeah? You want it? Okay. You can come. Come on. Come on. You're okay. Mommy will help. He doesn't like getting on tables because he knows he's not allowed on tables. He loves pumpkin. I usually make pumpkin pumpkin banana carrot muffin. Yeah, don't brownie the dog. Dog is bad for dogs. But I didn't feel like making them. So I just got some pumpkin. He is perfectly fine with that. I did make brownies today. I make cupcake brownies. I just put them in a cupcake thing. And I tried to make a lava cake out of it by putting a little melter in it. Didn't really melt the way that I wanted to, but it made it very, very goopy. Way more goopy than it flipped me. Thank you. Thank you. Way more goopy than it originally. Alright, you're done. You're done, little man. No, you're good. You don't get no more. Can you get a chair? Thank you. I gotta go get your. Oh no, you can go get her. She's taking a nap. You can anger her. I don't give her as much pumpkin just because she's a carnivore. More of a carnivore than he is. So you shouldn't be giving your cats too much of a pumpkin. Or anything like that. He does like it. I'll put your thing on after. Oh, I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to poke you in the eye. You want some pumpkin? Not you down there.
Gecko, you already had yours. Come here.
Some pumpkin? There's you some pumpkin.
Oh.
Here you go. I know, your brother was on it, huh? There we go. He likes pumpkin. Not as much as him. If there's some left over, you can have the rest, as usual. He does this with tuna too. Anytime we make anything with tuna, we give her the juice. It's okay. Okay. Freaked her out. Okay. But we give her the tuna juice. Anytime we give her something, he has to have it. So if there's anything left over, I usually... Yeah, I know. Your father scared you. Floofed a little. A floofy. Do I need to turn it? Oh, you ate it. You want to lick it clean? Alright, oh, you missed a spot. Alright. Yeah, you can't have no more. It'll make you sick. You ready for the thing that you hate? Yep. There you go. Look at the little witch hat. She's very angry. Look at her. God, can you look up? Pushing the table. She's so cute. Where are you going? Where are you going? Gonna take it off now? While you've... There you go. Okay, Mommy will take it off. There you go. Yeah, you've been cooperative. Wanna sniff it? You can go back to naps now. I'm done torturing. I can put it back on you. No? No, you didn't like that idea? You can't have no more pumpkin. No more pumpkin. Okay. Hey, sweetie, I need you off my table. There is a hat! There we go. No, you can't play with that! She's trying to get this. Hey, can I put you down on the ground so I can move this and go back to my normal thing? Ow! You bit me, rude! Here you go. Have my chair. I can't believe you bit me. I know, this is where you... I know, I'm sorry. I had to borrow your table. I can't believe you bit me. I mean, I can. But it was still rude. It does. Okay.
On her day?
Come here. You can like this. Alright. I have more than enough pumpkin. Hi, Big Eyes! Yo. Got it. In the fridge and the thing. No. Hey, baby. No, you've had enough pumpkin. Hi, precious. Let me put it on. And boop, look at me. I'm big on screen now. That was fun. And now you're just here. I woke you up and now you're upset about it. Oh, I gotta fix it. Why? Boop. Oh, I think I know. There we go. I just had to scroll the page. Alright, give me a starting word for it. Oh, I get candy? This is what's left of the candy. What's gonna hurt my teeth the least? Where's, Milky Way? Milky Way's not hurt my teeth. As Three Musketeers do. They're my favorite though. I love Three Musketeers, but man, do they hurt my face so bad. You look very angry, little man. It's not sweet. H-O-A. I mean, I can still do it. But the T doesn't go at the bottom. No progress has been made. Oh, you're leaving me? Oh, okay. True. I've made more progress than you have with one word. I haven't gotten it yet. I put in multi. There's a Y at the end. And an ALT somewhere. Candy! Yes, those have an L and a T in it, totally. There's plenty of candy. There's brownies. Eat. They were made to be sickening. Yeah, no, these are just randomly generated. It has nothing to do with Halloween, sadly. It's probably gonna end with an LY. The T is probably gonna be in the second place, and A is probably gonna be in the third. I mean, technically. It's not even on the word list anyway. Maybe the T is in the third slot. Well, it probably starts with an A. Got it. I play too many word games. If it makes you feel any better, I think I'm on a word game on my phone. I'm on level. I can actually check what levels I'm on. I don't remember if I'm on 350 something or 360. And it angered. I couldn't figure out the words. So I'm leaving it for now. Coming back to it later. As soon as it loads. It's got a little Halloween. Yeah. I'm on level 390. Did you? Oh yeah. Let me have that. Let me. Go to where I can. He made a little poopy jack-o'-lantern on my mermaid pillow.
I help.
He did that while we were waiting for ads to go away. Alright, you can go upstairs. You're no longer needed. Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! Okay, so I did do some work on this. Not anything fantastic. I looked to see what heroes I still needed to get their ascension quests for, and I can go get them. There's one that I need to discuss, and I did up a few of the gems. I was grinding out things to get the stuff for the gems. And that's it. That's all I did. So I think we're gonna go get oh, another thing. At Colony Omega, I think if you have Hammurabi specifically in your party, you go back through, he'll say we should go back in there. I had been in there before and I could not open the door in the back. I was like, there's nothing there, I'll go anyway. If you have Hammurabi in your party, it activates a quest, his hero quest, and Ethel's hero quest. It wasn't a quest, it was just some cutscenes. In the back room, there's the growth chamber that ages them up to their homecoming year. All it was is Ethel is upset that she couldn't fight with you because she's so young. So she asked to be put in it so she can fight with us. Hammurabi was like, it's your choice, go ahead. But we're gonna talk about it. So you were given the choice to either let her stay young or let her grow. I chose to let her grow. So we have Ethel again, as she was. I don't know if or how much it changes if you don't let her grow, but that was all it was. Like, they had a little moment at the edge of the cliffside about her being his eyes, and that was, he was gonna do that regardless. But you know, I was kind of sad because I was going to just reload, but I hadn't saved in a while. I was like, it's fine. It wasn't the quest, it was just some cutscene. I can do Teaches,
ever your ally.
and I need to get his done before I can continue, the teaching quest. I can go ahead and go get that. I don't know. I'm primarily going to be doing side quests just so I have them done. But I do want to go and get at least the stuff for the ship. To go through the Great Sea or whatever it's called.
Gamma is as vibrant as ever once again, thanks to you.
You're welcome, Teach.
All the hard work was worth it to hear you say that, Commander.
Alright, what's your quest gonna be?
I've gathered some feedback from the new recruits. Training seems to be progressing satisfactorily.
Right. We've really been trying to do our best. Didn't realize how hard it was to hammer things into folk, though.
I mean, it wasn't that hard.
It's gratifying to see you acknowledge how much work I put into it, sir.
Cold.
You're just a big bag of lectures, aren't you? Either that or snide remarks.
You're such a lively bunch. I can see why you're so popular.
Leaving that aside for a moment, is the training going to continue?
Ah, yes, about that. I do believe that the time to apply the finishing touches is approaching.
Oh, cool.
Finishing touches? You mean...
Yes. We're going to perform large-scale maneuvers that encapsulate everything we've done so far.
Oh, good.
Yeah? Large-scale maneuvers? Now we're talking.
Do you think they'll be up to scratch when we've completed these maneuvers, Teach?
I'd say so, especially if all of you are prepared to participate as well.
Of course. So when do we start?
Right now.
Bite me. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Actually, to be honest with you, the preparations for the maneuvers are already complete. All we need to do now is to get everyone over to the designated location, in fact.
You've got everything squared away ahead of time. Ah, that's so crafty.
You see, I anticipated that you'd reach the end of the exercises at around this point in time.
Oh, yeah?
Teach can be a touch pushy sometimes.
No, I don't think so. I just have so much faith and confidence in your abilities.
Well, where should we go to get started?
Do you know Everblight Plain?
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, of course. We've even been in a dust up there, as I remember.
The new recruits have already departed for the target location. They're probably there already. I'll share the full details of the maneuvers once we've rendezvoused with the rest of the forces.
Okay. Shadow of End. Okay. I'm gonna do
Let me think. The
other
place
ones
you're
first.
talking about is...
It's Everblight Plain. Well then, shall we set out?
I do want to go ahead and get oops, not the other. I have the quest for you. I have the quest for you. You might don't have the quest for
At your service.
Colony Lambda. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all. That way I can just pick and choose which ones I need to do. And then we can go get all the discussing out of the way and start working on the quests. I'll at least do the hero one. What's this one gonna be about, Izzard?
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
You do have a lot of problems.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest?
Yeah, you gotta rest your body.
Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
That's why you go away for a while.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tile?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing. But earlier, I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
It's a hot spring.
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
Is it gonna be the secret area?
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Izzard here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Izzard could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon,
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
The absurdity of it.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
Cool. Effervescent heart. We get to teach someone to relax. I think the only one that I couldn't find a quest for was a Shira. Yours is done. Yours is done. Maybe you have to talk about yours. Okay, I'll do the ones that I know of.
Do what you have to do, and let's make a difference.
City. I guess before I can do this, I do this part, I'll look to see if I can find Ashira's. I know one of them I need to talk about, but I don't remember which one.
I go wherever you go.
It's not this. It's not that. I know that for a fact. Hers isn't there. I might have to do this first, but I don't know how to get there. Because this is blocked off. This is blocked off. I think I have to come in from a different part of the castle. Because there is another, like, island over here that zip down to. You're done. Yours. Yours is also here. Yours is in the Ascension Grounds. I don't remember yours.
Got you covered.
He might not have one? Right now? Here. He sits up here in Harbor Poppy. Yeah, he doesn't have one yet.
Do what you have to do, and let's make a difference.
Okay. Oh, it's Garrett.
Let me get this straight. You want me to talk the defense squad into issuing you a transporter?
Issue it.
You're dreaming, young lady. Out of the question.
Please, sir. It would only be for a short time.
I don't suppose this is one of the Elders' requests?
No, it's nothing to do with her. Jansen.
Is here.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
Ah, Elder. You came at the right time. Can you make these knuckleheads see sense? I mean, it's good that they're so enthusiastic. Can you get it through to them that we've got problems enough in the city already?
Everyone's all fighting to the best of their ability. I don't don't see the problem here myself.
Don't see the problem? We don't have a damned clue when the next Mobius raid hits us, and you don't see the problem.
Come on now, Garrett.
What we should be looking at right now is tightening our defenses and protecting the city. We can leave Mobius to Ouroboros.
Sounds like you're trying to overturn the Senate's orders.
I'm just offering a bit of advice here. Just saying there's no point throwing good resources after bad.
Hey, with all due respect.
Don't you get it? You folks just haven't got what it takes to go against Mobius.
What?
You've got to accept reality. Otherwise, you're throwing your lives away for nothing.
For nothing? Everyone's fighting to keep people like you alive, and you call that nothing?
You think you can trade in your life and change the world? You think it's that simple?
But if we do nothing, then nothing will change.
You fill the youngsters up with fine ideas, then send them out to the slaughter. Yeah, some talent that is.
We don't force our way of life on anyone. They're the ones who decide.
Let me ask you then. Did you choose for yourself? You chose his life personally, did you? Your husband must be rolling in his grave.
Oh, that's low.
My brother is dead. He won't regret anything anymore.
You trying to mock me?
If it came across like that, I'm sorry. But bringing up the dead to prove a point, is that really something a Doyle would do?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Ugh.
Such an asshole.
All right. You gonna tell me what that was all about?
Oh, it's no big deal, really.
Thanks. But I'll be the judge of how big a deal it is or isn't, Jensen.
Are you telling me that as Elder?
Jensen.
If you aren't pulling rank, then please believe me. I'm not a kid anymore. Olive, plan B.
Okay.
Hey, Monica.
What about your dead husband?
You wanna grab a bite to eat? I haven't eaten a thing since this morning. It'd be great to have some company.
Someone say eat! Time for tasties!
Weird time to eat, but okay.
Wind it in, Manana.
Sure thing. Let's go to Michiba Canteen then.
So it was Jansen's brother her husband? Or was that just like a separate thing he said? Promise to the future.
I see some relations have changed.
Good, they're about to change some more. You're here.
I love being with you guys.
And yours is we're here. Where we needed to go anyway.
Ah, that's making me hungry.
There it is. Down here.
It seems pretty lively over there. What's the occasion? There's supposed to be some kind of cooking contest. Maybe they're preparing for it.
Oh god.
Someone say cooking contest?
You think they'd let me participate?
No.
Huh? I didn't know you cooked lambs.
Me? Nah. I'm all about the eating. Think of all that grub!
Oh, maybe I should join too.
Hey there, folks.
Hey, Travis.
Travis, Monica, we just heard about this cooking contest.
Yeah? It's kind of a tradition around here. You know how the world is. Can't set foot outside without putting yourself in danger. People are going stir crazy, all shut up with nowhere to go. They need a bit of light entertainment to diffuse some of that stress. So these contests are kind of a regular thing.
This seems like the perfect opportunity for you to join in.
To sample the food?
Ah, I'm afraid the judges are selected by majority vote. They've already been decided well in advance.
Oh.
That said, the winning dishes do get shared among the audience.
There's hope yet.
So, you'd like us to join as chefs?
Yes! Count Manana in! Manana been champing at bit for cookery action!
Yeah, this event's pretty much made for Manana.
Word!
Could I join as well?
I like your spirit. You're both very welcome.
Looks like you'll have your work cut out for you, eh, boss?
You said it, Travis. I'll let you prepare the lucky spice.
Oh, crap, not that stuff.
There are no binding rules, no themes to follow. You're free to make whatever you like, but you are expected to bring your own ingredients. Once you have them, take them to Michiba at her canteen. She'll hold on to them for you.
Hearing loud and clear.
I'll see you at the contest then.
Looking forward to it.
Manana not pull punches! We rivals now, Miss Miyabi.
Yes, let's do this.
Since when did you learn to cook, Miyabi? You never told me.
I've only dabbled, really.
Right. We better go out looking for our ingredients, eh?
Hold on. We haven't even decided what we're going to make yet.
Ah, just testing it.
Before we decide, maybe we should ask around the city first. See what kind of foods they like. Their favorite seasonings. That should give us enough to make a start on.
True. We need some kind of direction to start with before we can think about making anything.
Okay.
Something on your mind, Mio?
I was just thinking, it's unusual for Miyabi to voice her interest in something like this. Before, she'd always tried to avoid anything that involved competition. So this is kind of a surprise.
Huh, I see. Well, all the more reason for us to cheer her on.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not. It is the same Miyabi memory-wise, but it's not the same Miyabi. There's probably gonna be some small differences.
Asking time. Who do we ask?
Someone who catches our eye?
Is that one that I have to make choices on? I hate that. I can do you.
You're in safe hands.
Whoops. Too much. Bring it back. Thank you. Punching ground. Once I get this one, we'll discuss all the other ones. I don't remember whose I have that I need to discuss. Your request was either Ashira or Triton, and I do not know which. Oh, there's more info. That's good.
Ah, Gondor. That's who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. Just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are gonna grow ginormous.
True.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones, too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dags, a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
No, it's more like... Well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes.
That's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
No wonder family.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
Well, we can go a few rounds if you want.
I'll fight you. I'll keep her in my party for now. What do you guys talk about? Aggie, that's correct, or Augie? If I were you, I'd go and ask Gondor to be sure. Aggie and Augie, okay.
I see.
I would like to talk about things.
We could do with some food.
I guess I can look at my gems too. I did... Which one did I do? I did this one. I got this one to level 9. Or I'm on level 9. Working level 9. It's a lot of grinding. It's not very fun. I got this one up. I got this one up. These haven't changed. Hasn't. I was working on this one, but I got tired of doing it. The Ravoons have been a pain in my ass. So is the Caterpillar syrup. I did this one. Got that one up. That's it. That's all the progress I made on them. It takes so long to get some of them. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna be a Shira. I think. We're gonna start with the ones that don't give me a quest.
For a second.
Hey, Landland! Please don't. But why, Landland? Don't you like your name, Landland? You keep that up and I'll start calling you Yun. How about that? Just kill me and be done with it. Tell me then, I mean no. I'm Sen. Meow meow. Sounds like a bird call. These all don't exactly trip off the tongue. And for Tyon, Tai. Anon? Tyon. Oh, that's his name. Yep, that's the one. That's just name. Be lucky. I will point out that I got one of these from the city. I don't know where the other 4 are. They're talking about the super bosses. Potato lovers.
You will come round for a second.
Anyone else gets feeling Colony 9 folks might be eating a bit too many spongy butts. You know what I mean? Like, they really fell in love with them. They seem to be always eating them. Eating them's one thing, but did you hear them talking about saving Ionius with them? Isn't that what we're doing, too, curiously enough? Of course it's not. Is it? Well, if nothing else, spongy spuds are helping ease the food shortages. People don't have to fight so hard over resources. If they don't have to fight, isn't that saving the world, in some sense at least? Don't get me wrong, I'm not arguing with that logic. I'm just saying to point out that there's an important point you're missing. Is this, eating nothing but potatoes is boring as all get out. Manana can't take that laying down. Potato cuisine contains hidden depth, among amount of possible variations so high, it's practically endless. With wings of Manana especially, eating potatoes all life and never not be satisfied. I dare say this might just be Manana's time to shine then. Seeing as how that lot always basically just steam their spuds, I think they might be at mercy. Manana will get on case immediately. Time to save world with potatoes is now. Oh, Manana. City children.
Where should I start?
Looks like the little puzzle founder and Shiner's lot are getting on well. Dahlia's really starting to come out of her shell. But it all worked out. Nice to be so carefree, with others regardless of their ideology. But it doesn't seem as though everyone takes that in such a positive light. I find that marginally worrying. What do you all think? This is about Shiner's gang getting together for activity. Makes sense that people might worry if they don't know what's going on. Does it matter though? They don't look like they're up to mischief. I agree, but if you're worried about them, let's just drop by. There's nothing going on, we can just have a little chat and that'll be that. We'll get nothing done talking here. Let's head over to, Billy Plaza. Get a free moment. Okay. I guess that leads to it. Oh, this might be why he doesn't have one. Herbal tea.
Could you all come round for a second?
Hey Tyon, I've heard you made herbal tea sometimes. Is that true? It's something of a hobby. Would you like a cup as well? We're putting the brew on. Sweet, I'll have a cup. Serious anemone. Thanks. I doubt you'd be able to appreciate the subtle flavor. That'll make you a model of the marsh. You can drink that instead. Oh, wait, isn't that a mushroom? Drink it to get stronger. Appreciate it, will you? Oh, you should have said. Alright, then I'll have 10 cups. With fungus water? Oh my god. So many people will be so mad at you. The Annihilator.
Could you all come round for a second?
I did always wonder why Kevin's castle was placed with that much black fog. I guess it's so they can use the Annihilator. Of course, that's likely part of it. But if they have a way to convert the fog into energy, then the uses for it need not remain limited to the Annihilator. If I stop to think about it, the tech there is kind of amazing. It could seriously turn the world on its head. The Mobius have it sequestered away precisely to avoid that outcome. And then we went and wrecked it! Until now, we've always been the ones being chased. I think it was a good chance to show that we can and will strike back at them. Next time, let's go even bigger. We'll show them what us Ouroboros boring boys and girls are made of. I get that you're excited, but please try to remember what we're actually trying to achieve. Let's go storm the castle, guys. This is fine.
Where should I start?
Aggie and Augie are like always right behind you. Not literally always. Like right now, they're off doing their separate thing. How long have they been with you? I forget. They've worked for House Fandom as long as I can remember. So it's actually those two who've looked after me most since I was a tyke. You know, it makes sense. Fandom's family got a lot going on, so racing way down the to-do list. I'm not trying to make it sound like some kind of sob story, mine. They've gotten me out of a tight spot more than once. Anyway, guarding me. Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't put it on the right tab. I can do this. I'm tired. I also kind of forgot how to do this for a little bit there. I'm actually gonna brighten that up. I've noticed. Noticed in the video, it's a little dark. But that could just, whoops, be, like the different screen. They're not quite the same. It's the same. It's fine, whatever. So I played Xenoblade this weekend. Okay, I played it Friday. I didn't do anything important. I did one hero quest, and that was because it was Zeon's advancement. We already know who he is. It was kind of cute. It was just you fixing their field problem. I was there's a you have to make it rain, or at least wait for it to rain. But there's a Napalm cut Splish Splash that you can pay 10,000 G to have him make it rain. I don't know if it's scripted to be this way, but at the very least, the minimum pay is 30,000. I paid 40,000 because one time it failed, which was unfortunate. But I did it. Brains? Oh, I got 2 letters. Okay, it probably starts with an S. Whoops. Slay? Son of a fuck! It's fine. Sting? There we go. God! Why can I never get it the first, like, actual guess after the first one? That's so upsetting. So today I did... Boop. I did some art today because I realized when I was, doing all the details and stuff for the videos that, we're playing a new game. Here's a different thumbnail. I was like, oh, I didn't do that. But I did it today. Look at this cute little guy! A little beta boy! The little stripes were a pain because of how I have it orientated. It doesn't, like, work well. Like, I did that! It took like 15 minutes. It's super cute, too. Goddamn adorable. I still love this thumbnail image. It's great. Oh, I bought muffins last Sunday when we went shopping to make for like Friday. I totally forgot that I could do that at any point. And when I was like, I'll have muffins today, forgot that I didn't have milk. So we went to the store up the road to go get like a little bottle of milk. I don't drink milk, I drink oat milk. They didn't have any. They had a gallon of regular milk and then a half gallon of chocolate milk. I was like, I don't want the big one. So we got the half gallon of chocolate milk and made chocolate chip muffins. That turned out pretty okay. I do like chocolate chip milk, but I prefer not as sweet muffins, so like the less chocolate the better, but I do like chocolate chip muffins. He loved it. It was hilarious. I was like, it should be fine. There's no reason that it shouldn't be fine. But, it's iffy. Let's see what else happened this weekend. I think that was really it. Not much happens in our life. We're very boring people. I got back to cleaning today. Our hives issue isn't nearly as bad. It hasn't been for like days now. Like, I still get them, you can kind of see it. Some of those might actually be from him. From little gecko over here, because he's got little razor feet. I gotta take him to the vet at some point to get them trimmed. But I guess like around my neck where my shirt collar and my hair continuously touch, it's taking a lot longer to go away. Like, for the most part, everywhere else is fine. I have been drawing on my skin with my finger, though. I'll never not do that. I think that's it. Yeah, so... for Xenoblade, I have done all of the quests that were just standard quests that I could do. I didn't do this one. I did... What did I do recent? Oh, I found another Hulk out in Erythia Sea, and then I didn't do either of these because this requires Monica, and I didn't want to do it. And then this is Uni side story, which I had talked about this weekend. So I was gonna do that. But I have gotten Xeon can go to level 20 now, so everybody has a defender to do now. Mio is now this guy. She's almost done, he's almost done. He's been doing pretty okay with Yum Smith. I don't think he's great yet, he's not great. And then you are still defending. I do have all of these done. I went around and did all of the unique monsters that I've already fought before, plus one extra because Articuno decided to come attack me while I was doing Gray's quest, which he has a wife and lives in the city, which is wild. It wasn't like super important. Are they down here? Yeah, I did this Hulk, which was kind of bad to do because the only thing that were there were the Morignas, the little seafaring ones. Once you take them out, Mothman comes and kills you, essentially. But I did this one. It's Grace. It's just you go around doing things with his wife. I did this one, which had you go to certain places to pick up a thing. You fought the weird mech guys. I still don't know what they are. I did this one, and then I did the Collectopedia cards that went with it, so everybody that needed the Iota goods is done. I did this one, which is, it's just like an introduction to these guys. It wasn't anything super exciting. Oh, and this one, you had to go talk to this kid's grandpa who plays tunes for the kid, and then you get to play with him. He enjoys it. That's all I did. So I went around. I avoided all of these. This place is sad because after Triton says he's gonna join you, his crew leaves him. So they're just gone, which is depressing. But, is this not... There's a lot of places. This was a puzzle room thing, the big doors. They had 2 puzzles in it. We've been there before. Oh yeah, this is the thing. I'll show you the Birds of Death. I have fought the Birds of Death. These might not be as bad. I don't know what their level is. I think they're in the 60s. The one that I fought was an elite, and I have to pass him at some point to continue on the island. But, yeah, so those guys up there, that one flying, there's one that perches down here. I don't know where he's at. There he is. Yeah, they come after you get rid of all the Morignas. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, they just perch places. They're cute. I love them. Yeah, they're level 65. They kill on sight, which is not great for this area. But it's fine. I went to the edge. Where is it? So this spiral, this is the Aegis Sea. this is where you can't go with your boat, so I had to swim this. There's a unique monster, like in the middle here. It's one of the giant dragons. They're called Ravoons. It's a giant red one. I wanted to go see what its name was, but it kept turning around in unopportune times, and I was terrified, so I left. But I want to go get all of these first. Oh yeah, I got a little close to the castle. The castle's like over here. I got a little too close for my comfort. I want to come get these, but I want to do other stuff that we have currently first. Oh, probably. Oh, this place is death. Wanted to do. Yeah, I want to do this one first, and then we can go do the other hero quest, and then we can go do. We'll go get the other quest. Which is closest? This one. Oh, I also finished up the guy who wanted the Agni and Levnesses stuff. I did that. That took a bit. I got unlucky with a couple of rolls, but I did it. And he wants to integrate that tech into the other Pharaonesses or Levnesses. Hi, puppy. I don't know what this quest is gonna do. My guess is it's gonna maybe increase the level for Uni? Similar to how all the others do it. That's my guess. I almost got stuck.
Hey there, you lot. Fast as a spark in Rogel.
Oh yeah, there was a cutscene with Polygaris about this.
Well, we would hate to keep you waiting.
Good man.
So where's Colony 5?
Easy. It's up on the Loska Plateau. Should see it once you've cleared the cave.
What are we waiting for then? This bloody merc's giving me the creeps.
Uni should cool jets. Guessing in Tiz won't help.
You'll be in a tiz in a minute.
Are you trying to get down? There you go. Come on. Yeah, go on.
All he's saying is that we should play it safe. Careful. Right?
I can get my foot rest.
Correct. Especially if situation involve Mobius creeps.
Alright. I am actually trying to control myself. If I start going crazy, nudge me.
Whoa! Where's the real Uni?
I just don't want us dragging our feet, alright?
Yeah, the cutscene had her talking about her past life. How y'all knew about this? Cause like, he can see into her like memories and shit. So she finally talked about it. I've been through this entire area, so like, I know where everything is. It's fine though.
Whoa! Got a rare dude, alright.
Stop the style.
25 should be just past here, huh?
Looks that way. Defenses look a bit tighter than at Lambda.
I didn't go to Colony 5 though, I don't think. I think I stopped short of it.
Husks. They're still fresh.
Yeah, this wasn't long ago. Who could have done him in?
I think we're gonna find out soon.
Noah, would you mind?
I love how they didn't change the animation for his flute playing, so the fingers don't match up.
Just around here. Yeah, sparks, but I've got a bad feeling about this. May you sleep peacefully.
wanted to see if they fixed hers. Nope.
I'll take point.
I know it's grim, but it needs doing.
There's a lot of these guys.
Time to do the right thing, eh?
Huh. Got multiple parts of the song.
Such is the officer.
I never noticed that.
I know it's grim, but it needs doing.
Those are some deep claw marks. Really big, too.
Noah, these marks, considering their elevation, it can only be...
Right. Only something as big as Ouroboros or Mobius could make these.
Oh, there's Lance. Got himself fucking killed. You guys are quick to attack. Oh, that was real quick.
Stand fast! Cease combat!
Ignore her being in Mobius' outfit.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You're Boliaris, right? Ethel's man. From Colony 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
You guys... You couldn't be...
They just got to Goldring.
What?
Colony 5 did.
Can't be. You aren't friends with that monster, are you?
With what monster?
Thank the flames.
Huh?
That's the whole reason we're here is because they became gold rank and haven't been keeping communications with anybody. And the commander was one of them.
So fast. First the commander was promoted to gold, and the night after that, that thing came. You could tell it wasn't Agnian. Nothing native to these parts. Could tell at a glance. It was cackling. Having fun cutting our friends to shreds.
Gold rank colonies don't have to fight. That's why everybody's trying to get to gold rank.
That'd be Mobius. Has to be.
Yes, but why attack Colony 5?
We came to find that out, right? Think. Must be a reason.
And the colony? How's Orsolia?
No clue. We were in such a hurry to save our skin. Scrambling for a place to hide. Then you guys showed up.
Right.
Well, she can't be all that far off. Shall we?
Spark, yeah. And if any Mobius mudders are there, we mess them up.
Yeah. Looking at these guys, they don't seem under Mobius control. But that makes them targets we need to protect.
No argument there.
Give them an eye patch.
Who are you guys? You're working with Agnes.
Once we're done here, I'll tell you all you want to know. It'll blow your mind. Okay, let's get a move on, eh?
Before we do, we should escort these guys somewhere safe. Some of them are wounded.
Ah, too true. Definitely
Colony 4?
don't want them in combat. How about the cave entrance? They'll be safe as castles.
Cave entrance, huh? Yeah, that'll work.
We owe you.
Oh, I actually have to escort them? Ah! It's fine. Am I gonna find Mobius at the cave entrance?
These weren't here before, were they?
No, they weren't. Have they been drawn by the husks, maybe?
At least you guys can keep up with my running. Starting on it. I left the other guys because I went too fast. Oh. Only you weren't so slow. Come on. Let's go. I guess they are wounded, so them running slow would make sense. You think they'd run faster since I'm trying to escort them?
Let's sort this mess out.
Being in the back is not a great way to escort them. Having them like in a center of a ring of us would be good though. I can't do that. I guess maybe I wasn't allowed to go to Colony 5 yet. Because of this.
Yeah, once we get out of here, we should be safe for a while.
Yeah? Oh my god.
You lot sit tight here. We'll press on to Colony 5.
Thanks.
He's bleeding.
It's
Like
really
a lot,
obvious you should be
honestly.
going, but how come
He's
we never
fine.
thank you?
These guys are doing all the fighting.
He
Thank them.
itched himself
I'm just
so
along
bad
for the
that
ride.
he took a chunk out of the skin the other day. He opened up the scab.
Come
And now
on.
it's just like all over his arm. It's fine.
Anyway, you just leave finding Orsolia to us.
Now I have to walk all the way back. What was the point of me escorting them exactly? Oh, what's my ether at? I can afford to get this. That way I don't have to come back in here later.
I'll clear the ether here.
Okay. I don't remember why I didn't come to Colony 5. I guess maybe I did go to like entrance of Colony 5, but didn't press on because I didn't want to do a Mobius fight. Not that I had much of a choice at this point. Kind of looks like writing on the wall from in the distance. Awesome lung fossil.
Quite a rare sight.
Yeah, it's a.
I hope we can make use of this.
Yeah, I didn't come this far. Oh, I also spent my Alpine coin. I don't remember if I did that on stream or not. I also got the that odd whatever stone that was on that swoop that I missed, that you're supposed to like jump at the end of it. Did you have a thing on your head? Yeah. Lexos!
Nothing good's gonna come of this. We better prepare for the worst.
Let's just hurry. It's too soon to assume the worst.
Okay, you want me to go that way. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way.
This could be dicey.
Woo!
Up to you.
Alright, well I know you're here. Ah! What? I was through the wall! Elvis, why? That blood otherwhere. Elsewhere. Otherwhere. I don't understand how that happened. Oscar Plateau. Oh, I did find a secret area I gotta show off later.
The flame clock. It's still glowing.
Not for long.
Oh no. Almost empty.
There really can't be a lot of soldiers left.
How did we not see you behind the thing? I can only assume they're killing all these people in gold rank because they get their life from them. If they don't have to fight, then they're not going to be giving up their life. It kind of looks like,
You don't.
an alien.
You killed her.
Have a dope scythe.
I wish I'd known you were paying a visit. I'd have found a much more practical use for this thing.
You're...
I like her design.
You can call me X. And this is... well, he's just some underling, so I don't actually care. Anyway, I count myself lucky. I mean, you popping up while we render judgment.
A judgment, is it?
Oh, did they actually work it out?
Work it out?
Oh, what? You didn't? Way to get my hopes up. I thought you came because you worked out what's going on with the colony ranks. With the ranks? Yes, the ranks. You've been so desperate to raise them. Just for a bit of comfort, you snatched away the lives of your enemies.
Are you gonna get to your point? Come on!
Ugh! Are you some kind of idiot? I mean, I've laid it all out for you. Just think a minute, it'll come to you.
Snuff off!
I'll make it so you dopes can understand. Are you ready? Taking notes? It was us who made up all the colony ranks. Good old Mobius.
What?
First
I mean,
we
yeah.
have the lowly dirt, then there's tin. Tins go up to copper. Then you get iron. After that comes steel. Then you get the badass silver. And finally, you've hit the top, gold. You've been falling over each other, trying to kill each other day by day. But why? What did you even make the ranks for? Because what else is gonna motivate you, eh? What? You humans, you need some kind of goal in your little lives. You want to give your blades an upgrade? You want to eat some nice food? Or you want to live longer? You evil! All we did was give you those goals. And while you're trying to rise up, your life force grows brighter. So shiny. Isn't it wonderful?
Crazy.
But then, once you've reached the top, there's nowhere to go but down. And that's no good, is it? Then it's harvest time. One last gasp of defiance. Then we take what's stored up at your life's end.
So then, you're saying the gold rank's nothing but a sham?
I just told you, it's to motivate you.
Oh yeah, you motivated us real good. You forced us to fight without ever knowing the truth.
Huh? What are you even... You've done a good job tearing the place up yourselves. Nobody's ever forced you to do anything. You guys, you like a spot of murder as much as anyone.
There's nothing to like about it. How could anyone like it? We live in fear, knowing nothing but fighting. We wanted to reach gold, so we wouldn't have to fight. But you took even that from us.
Because you're idiots, surely. Just think about it real hard for 1 second. Who gave up the right to think for themselves? You did.
What a load of crap! You're the ones who never left us any room to think about our actions!
You haven't got 2 neurons in your heads. All you have are the things we gave you. And you have the gall to complain?
Blows her raspberry.
Arsehole! You ain't getting away with this! How can our lives mean so snuffing little to you?
Uni! She just goading Uni to make feathers ruffled. Keep head frosty.
But she's...
Keep head frosty.
False. She's scared of Ouroboros. She want mistake making so she can give friend the finisher.
You think she's scared?
You. Smart cookie, aren't you? I was told Nopon aren't supposed to interfere. Maybe they were wrong. Well, whatever. It messes up my plans just a little.
But I think it's about harvest time. I'll take every last spark.
It's a dope design. At least I'm asleep in the regeneration field. What good does this do me if it doesn't wake up faster? Oh hey, my guys are dying. Having 2 of these guys is a fucking nightmare. Ah! No, wake up! Yeah, I'd rather you attack me. It is my role to be attacked. You can fight them over there for now. Senna. I'm currently the only healer other than my hero guy. Help me, I was asleep. really rude. Come on, give me my topple. L. Senna, you're taking too much aggro. I got you, Senna, I got you. You're close to death. You're dying, sweetie. Yo, you're also dying. Yo, you're gonna die. God damn it. You woke me up from that, so I'm glad. Thank you. Okay, X is almost done. Whoop. Oh, come on! I am almost dead. Okay, we just have L, I assume? Yeah, good. Is Yaris helping us? I don't see him. That just means I don't see him. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Ah! I don't know how I get it out of that faster. I'm in the air. Do I just like gain a ton of weight and fall? Who was finding him? Glad I'm finally keeping the aggro though. Alright, somebody has taken the aggro from me. He was dead. Okay, focus on me. Focus on me. Not really worth me doing a chain attack on. I mean, sure, we'll do a chain attack. Mainly just for the extra CP. That's really all I want. I want to end with Hail. Probably should have started with an attacker. It's fine. Ooh. Someone has, yeah, you go to Cypher. Didn't work out. It's fine. Let me regenerate. I'm pretty sure when I got the Bravo anyway. Well, I don't know, because this is the first set. Aw, I was hoping they'd take him out before this. Oh, that's pretty dope. Theo, you should be fine. I mean, you would give me a Bravo regardless. There's a chance that I could do better than that. Actually, there's not. He has the highest. I mean, it's not like it matters. Like, this is gonna be the end of it anyway. I got more than Bravo. I was right to do that. Okay, I got more than the 150 for Bravo. I've taken out X and L. Extra large.
I think you're starting to get the hang of this. Killing Mobius and all.
Cheers for the compliment, but I'll tell you one thing. I ain't doing this because I like it. I'm just doing this to survive.
You don't change. You're still just a grunt.
You're desperate to kill, just because you're afraid of dying.
That's where you're wrong. This isn't just for me anymore. A lot of people's hopes are riding on this. So now, I ain't afraid. I'll carry these hopes as far as I can, until we've made the world how it should be.
Oh? Well said. Alright, how far can you take this? Guess I'll wait and see.
Oh, look! Just can't wait to escape, can you?
Well, of course. I'm a busy girl after all. Can't spend all my time playing with you. Bye-bye!
I guess she's the one that always goes and harvests guys. She has like doom sight and all.
What's it all been for, eh? All of our fighting. We struggle on and on. But at the end of the day, it never ends.
As long as we live, all we can do is fight on. That's not going to change.
You saying there's no escape?
Depends how you look at it. Sourcing ingredients and growing crops. You'd call doing those things a struggle, wouldn't you?
You say some weird stuff.
Fight, struggle, they're just words. And what's important is not the words, it's what you do.
Innit? What's inside's the most important thing. You know, I think I'm starting to get it. I've got you, Ethel, and all the others to thank for it.
So, you're not afraid anymore, then?
We're the same as everyone else. We're not perfect. Even now, we still feel fear from moment to moment.
And still, you'll go on.
Yeah. We want to make sure we'll walk the path we want to. Just like Ethel once did. No matter where it goes, right?
I wonder what all those structures were before they fell. Yeah! I knew it! Cool, now people have Soul Link slot. Ow, my ankle! Is that the, yeah, it is! That's how you get those. Cool! That means every one of them has one of these quests. Dope! Oh, I guess I should- oh, I can see her here. The only two that are coming up on their rank is Uni and Ion. Is Uni just straight up going on her own? She's not. I can have them fight as their own thing against Sue. Yay! Cool. Alright. We have this one to do. Oh yeah, there was another quest that I have to go get. There's a quest with the Shira. I did the 3 ravens, and there's a quest at like the entrance, so I couldn't go back in there. There's a lot of quests I gotta go and get. Hi Monica! I guess once Uni's done with the one she's doing, which I think is Ethel's, I can put her back to just her. And we'll have another healer.
Monica, can we talk?
What's up? Sounds ominous.
We were hoping we could ask you about someone. Guernica, in fact.
About Dad?
Everyone in the city speaks so highly of him. But we still don't know a whole lot about him. I think we owe him that much.
Alright. Where'd you want to start?
You were brought up by him, right? So, we thought you'd probably understand him better than anyone else.
Ha! I wish that were the case. The Guernica Van Dam that I knew was a man that I always looked up to. He was always busy keeping the city together or fighting out on the front line. Always distant. After I chose a military life, he didn't even talk to me like a parent anymore.
You mean you weren't on very good terms?
I got to know the man, I think. But not the father. I just thought that we'd have more time together.
Huh.
Everyone thinks
Hey,
that.
boss. You're making the kids feel guilty.
Sorry. I don't blame you guys for any of this.
Good, because we didn't have a choice.
Guernica died in the line of duty, trying to accomplish his aim. But that's not all. He died fighting for what he believed in, and he saw it through. Of that much, I'm sure.
For what he believed in.
Well, about that, there still might be a bit of unfinished business there. He sure was adamant about getting stuff home to people.
Yeah, for certain.
Sorry, what do you mean exactly?
Personal effects from the deceased. Things that family and friends can remember them by. We don't leave any other mark behind that says, we were here, you see? If there are people waiting for you, then you just want to leave something behind, whatever it may be. I was in the rear guard. I know just how dangerous that battlefield was. Maybe it's better not to dwell on that.
But There are personal items that have been left behind, though, right? Huh? Maybe you'd let us do something to help out with that. It must be really painful for the people who never got the chance for closure.
Yeah, right. I'm starting to get a handle on how they see things in the city. Sort of. But if there's something we can do about it, I want to try to help.
I appreciate the sentiment, guys. But why go to all this trouble?
Well, we'll get some closure from doing this too. We were losing friends every day.
And before we became Ouroboros, some of us used to be Offseers. Guernica went to all that trouble for others. And when it happened, he was thinking of everyone waiting for him in the city. So I'd like to help his voice find its way.
Much appreciated. Speaking personally, good on you.
Travis, could you pull up the tactical register?
Roger that. Give me a moment. There's the data. We've got a list of deceased soldiers and the likely locations where they fell. Could you check out the waypoints around Alfesso Valley?
That's some impressive precision.
Kind of you to notice. See, that's the thing about us lost numbers. We just don't know when to quit.
Okay, guys, it's up to you now. When you're done, could you meet me at the Remembrance Stones?
Got it. You have my word.
Cool. Alright, is it only in Alfesso Valley? Because that's kind of a small area. I imagine it's just gonna be in, like, the main battle,
I see
right?
some relations have changed.
Look. Do I have one at Alfesso Valley? I do. I can get close. So this is... Oh, there was one here. It's close enough. I still have that key card that I haven't found a door to in the city. I don't think I've explored all of the city yet, because I know there's an elevator that I didn't go down. Oh, you guys are actually kind of low level. I don't like the fact that you're crawling everywhere here. I guess it's... do I have to kill all these guys?
This is something decent. They found us.
How did you see me, not your leftness? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you guys are pretty simple. Where is that? Oh, I guess it's because the target lock now. But he wasn't doing it a second ago. Before the target lock. I don't have it ready. It doesn't matter. You're dead. How rude. I was trying to put you to sleep. Oh yeah, here's the thing.
Something so valuable here.
Guess they were hidden away so they wouldn't get damaged. Get your stuff back to the city for it. Two. Alright, where's... I'm surprised Zuo's isn't over here. Zuo and you are also from 2. They're basically the same in this game. Alright. of stuff. A long way from the battlefield, I guess that's why no one can find you. Your things back to this. Yep, there's two.
Oops, they found us.
I don't see it. Oh, I don't have my top already. Damn it! I don't think it matters anything. Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gun.
Where is it?
Uh-oh. The sky is getting a little dark.
Where is it exactly? Okay, I guess it's just like in the general area now, I guess. Really long way from the Levinus crash. Ewa. Oh, was that it? Alright. I don't know why that one's thing was in the wrong spot. That's weird. I brought them all back. Why did I not bring Vandoms? Oh, I guess maybe we already did.
We've brought their belongings.
Thanks. Means a lot. Can you lay them out here?
Now you mention it, didn't Monica put an eye patch here?
Yeah, that must have been Vandom.
That was Guernica's.
Yeah.
What does it mean exactly? Placing people's belongings here?
How can I explain it? You guys have off-seeing, right? I guess this is our version of that.
Off-seeing for city folk.
You got here first.
Boss, we were waiting for you.
Brother, you.
Zora, you made it back.
I don't know if they were brothers.
You always kept such good care of this. Now look at it. I just wish that we could have talked more. But you're home now.
Thanks to you, these people got a chance to say farewell to their loved ones. And I got to fulfill Dad's dying wish. Thank you.
Did you though? You didn't do anything. Gonna play? sad that they didn't put another song.
Emotes. Sparkles fly.
You're finally home.
Interesting.
These people, they weren't just sacrifices. They've entrusted us all with the future. As the Founders did. Looking back is not an option.
I mean, I guess I did send off Chronicles thing. And he had the modes too. I didn't think it would work with the effects. I still want to know why they're cubes.
So that was an off-seeing. The sound of that music, it's really something else. I don't think anyone here will forget this day, as long as they live.
The Fallen never got to win their battles. But maybe now, they can get some rest.
Yeah, finally. Speaking of, you ought to get some rest too. You're gonna be pretty busy from now on.
You said it, boss. Wait,
I thought you were
just
talking to
how
us.
busy are we talking here?
From now on, I'll be traveling with Noah's crew.
Ah, yeah.
Then who's gonna handle things in the city?
You'll be here, won't you, Travis?
Like father, like daughter, eh?
Dad spent his life on the front line, and I want to carry on that tradition. I understood that when I heard the Overseers play. It has to be me. I have to carry on his legacy, fulfill his hopes. I'll fight for you now. Call on me anytime you need my help.
Thank you. That's truly heartening.
I hope we'll get to know each other outside of battle too.
Inheritor, though.
There's so much I'd like to ask you about yourself,
Mio.
the city.
No worries.
A word of warning, guys. The boss's stories are long.
If you've got time to rip on the boss, I might just assign you some more duties, Travis.
Oh.
Eh.
Well, at least I won't have to worry about the city while I'm gone. Just holler if you need me.
We'll take you up on that.
I don't need it right now, though. Yay! I don't know why I thought I already had her. It was only temporary. Yay!
The battle for the future is here.
Yay!
We're on the front line.
It's uni. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Protect allies by deploying field specializes and countering enemy attacks and field damage while guarding. Oh, that's handy.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, I do want to look at something. It might be easier here. Where? Okay, she's here. Yeah, that's weird. He's not... Why do these guys have the same symbol? Huh, I don't understand this symbol. You tell me anything? No? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, you're Mobius. Where do you- you're an attacker right now. I kinda need another healer. Skill. Okay. Why are you this? You were this earlier. Oh, I think I changed it because of the health. Yeah, then. I need healing things. Just healing arts. Hello. Defense, surprise attack. Heal 60% of all allies' HP and incapacitated. I don't want that. Random ally takes the damage you receive. Oh! Oh, that's... Ugh. Restores 30% of HP when at low as cooldown. Oh, that's handy. I like that. That's pretty good. You... I think I already got all of that. Okay, cool. Ooh. Yeah, you're the only one that I have that I need to get. Yeah. Yeah. So I thought, and this might just be a thing, I thought this symbol for on Noah in the corner was for, oh god, Hevis, and then this other one was for Agnes. Well, why do you and you have it? And you shouldn't have anything, to be honest. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. But we're almost done with all the heroes. We have 5 left to get. Cool. Alright, let me just do a quick search. I think it'll show up without having stuff on. I don't think there's anything. Check. I did go down this a little bit, and I decided not to keep going. Oh, there's also a thing I want to go. Where is it? This secret area. I went up the tree route because I needed stuff. I was like, I'll just go up here. The enemies are like in the 60s, but only one of them attacks you on sight, and you can just walk around them. But I did find this cute little spot. I'll have to come back here later, and it's gonna make me sad. This is such a pretty little place, but look, 2 aquatic Ardenarmu that I had to kill at some point. It's a cute little spot, though. Really pretty. Yeah, the squirrels are the only ones that'll attack you. So, like, you just walk around them. Really pretty. Oh yeah, this is the lower. This is kind of why I didn't go down there. There's also just poison everywhere, so I couldn't really go very far. Yay. This one. I had to come back in here and fight some unique monsters, which was a nightmare, because one of them was the triads. And it went a lot easier than I thought it was going to. I tried to go back in here, but it's blocked off, and I don't know how to get back there. I'm sure we'll be back there at some point. Where is? Found it. I found it. I should have got the quest related event that was there. God damn it. I think it was just Travis, but I don't know.
I never thought the day would come when we'd be able to launch a direct attack on Kevis Castle.
So you're saying it's all thanks to us, right?
I knew we were going to do it anyway, if I remember right. But what fortune, we were just looking for you. Glad you found us. Well, we don't want to keep you. Hey, now that you give us the evil eye, get your tears out. Sure. Are you from Zoran's unit? So we meet again. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's creepy. Got some good news for such kind-hearted folks such as yourself, willing as you are to accept any request. Need your help right away, doesn't that make you beam with satisfaction? Not entirely sure how to respond to this. Let's just hear what you want. The thing is, we have, well, Clad's unit has an issue with deserters. They flood the colony. And that we have no flame plot, people are free to stay or leave as they please. It might have something to do with, Yoki's training being enough to make me puke. That will make anyone want to leave. In short, Noki is facing the consequences of his actions. Be that as it may, we need to bring those cowards back and teach them to remember their place in the world. Did anyone manage to figure out where these deserters went? I'm almost certain they went to Mactha Wildwood. Okay. We need some manpower on the field. That's where you all come in. Hunting in a forest is a whole different beast, you know. Yeah. What makes you think we'll do anything else when you talk to us like that? I knew there was no point in listening. Good luck to you folks. We're seeing you. Gee, Uni hates it here. You see, Captain Clad may have given our friend here an awful scolding. If he doesn't bring them back, then, well, I'm sure you can imagine. Not even popular enough to muster a search party, perhaps that's why those people left in the first place. In other words, there's no one else you can ask. Like, I guess I feel sorry for him. A little. Alright, I suppose just once we can lend you a hand. Okay. Thank you! Yo, what's up? Time to get our fun little task. Ugh. Widow is weird. Merciless pursuit. Okay.
I see some relations have changed.
Where are we headed? Really? Okay. I'm trying to think if I need to go to any other colonies, see if they have anything new information-wise. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I went to them last time I played. What do we do? Don't tell me we just search places at random. Why do you think we brought the others along? Seeing tracks of other soldiers passing here recently. Tracks, I don't see anything. This sort of thing is my specialty, I would hope not. I don't believe they're simply running away, they're clearly trying to erase their footprint. The way I see it, they've been quite sloppy with their escape. There's such clear tracks. They're real shitty at leaving. I thank you not to raise your voice at every little thing. I'll display the checks in your iris. Okay. Deserter's footprint. I'm glad he knows exactly where they're going. He couldn't just take us there. Third sir. Hi, Rogel. They're probably the prettiest Rogels in this game so far. Look over where? Yeah, I don't know how to get there. I want in there, but I don't know how to get there. I want to go fight the Gogol. I assume they went down. I guess they didn't go down. There we go. Can I continue because I didn't? Sometimes this is a little touchy. I'm just gonna continue onward. Okay, or not. Man. Sometimes the footprint just don't. There we go. I don't understand. Starting to swerve a little. Like they're running away from something else.
This is something decent, right?
Where'd you guys end up going? Well, I guess we found them. Well, I guess it might be the black fog, actually. Not good at all. Oh, stop screaming. It's split into two groups. Seems someone knows a few basics about confusing a tracker. We said the other numbers are already thin on the grounds, but I doubt they'll split up. They'll half split up. One of the tracks was fake. That's one way of doing it, but I think I have a better idea. Pick up their scent. Oh god. They'll tell Rosita of anger and excitement, tepid remains of confusion and fear. I'm just getting grass and trees. In a state of emotional agitation, let's give off. Powerful, unique, or you are not a human. Most describe these emotions most eloquently. Their feelings are laid bare to oh. You're tracking them by scent. I guess she doesn't have eyes. So that would make sense. Smells even give her a good idea of their emotional state. Oh god. Long struggle with the misfits ended up under Ashira. Calm fucking goddamn it. Oh, it's a scent track. Oh, that's weird. Like, she could literally just told us which one it was. No one told you to climb Noah. Oh, I wanted you to climb in, but you didn't do it. Is it because I'm not touching the end of the trail good enough? I I've touched it where that marker is, and it still does not like it. Alright, look, I've touched the end of this trail. There we go. Get off the... There we go. Oh, we're going down here again, are we?
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Down this tree, you can find the obsidian berries that you need for the quest and for the Cluckpedia thing. It's like farther down though. They were not in front of us. It's the 11th, third array. Just a little more and we could have got away. Please spare us. You fool, our lives won't be worth living if we go back. Had nothing to lose. Alright. Forget that. How are we gonna deal with this? First we need to set these fellas up. I know how much you all like to hold back, so that's your job. My Leibniz is still being repaired, if only someone had wrecked it. It's not our fault, you told us to fight you. Is she going in there with her bare hands? Okay, no, she has a gun, okay. I thought she was going in there with her bare hands. Oh, you guys are level 55. I should probably actually try and focus. Or not. You went down pretty easily. Alright, now you guys are babies. Look at the shiny! Look at the shiny! Oh, I didn't even realize you were broken. Or it happened at the same time. Sadly, I don't have it this time. Oh, I almost had it in time though. Damn. We're done for. You're not getting off that easy. Not until you work to clear Clad's unit of the shame with which you have sullied it. And not before. No. Please kill us, have mercy. Choking on the sweet musk of despair. Oh, you are weird. Oh. Your partner's seriously worrying me. Oh, it's nothing too serious. Should be back to normal after a short while. This is weird bunch. These deserters worry me. They're for slightly different reasons. If our friends here had been lucky enough to escape us, where are they going to go? They were palmed off on us in the first place because they caused so much trouble in their previous colony. You're trying so hard to be quiet. No matter how much they struggle, their only place is with our colony, much like myself and my partner. Like you're talking from experience. Far from it, I've always been an obedient soldier. I admit something is that perhaps I have one too many things to say. Especially when one of those things was probably ridicule as superior. On the 11, you'll find that soldiers such as we are the norm rather than the exception. Yeah, we know. The fact that you're all rebels is only a trivial matter. Personally, I welcome such like-minded people. That's a joke, I ain't laughing. Got me out of your group. Oh lord. Oh, you're getting too close. What is with you? It smells like a lie. Man, she's very helpful, but yeah, she's creepy. Oh, hey, there's a dead body over there. I should get that dead body. I wonder how long it's been there.
I see some relations have changed.
We got a ring. Oh, I should have got some Monica. The other people.
We can't just leave this be.
Because they were 55. I'm only 59. Hi, Monica. Who got her rank? Senator. You should go up relatively fast. Go relatively fast. You have her. You should go up pretty fast. You're not gonna go up fast at all. And you're not gonna go fast at all either. Okay. Did I finish that quest? I did. Okay. Let's check all those. I think it's just this area that has quests. Oh, there's the Great Sword. I hit the wrong button. And there's two quests. I don't know what they are or who they're from. Are you okay, Wood Bunny? What's wrong with your head? Hi, Travis. Oh yeah! I forgot about this. I'll get to that. Can't go to that door. Okay, so there's only one quest. I forgot. I destroy flame block. I get a reward. Totally forgot about that. Oh, there we go. It didn't open. I was like, I called it. What happened?
We wait.
I assume it's up here. Oh. Is it down or up? Is there an up? I'm gonna go with it's down. Oh. They're away. Down. Door. Oh, this takes me here. There's a container somewhere. And go through there. Okay, so I need to go up, I guess? I guess this will take me where I need to go.
Let's use this.
I don't know if I've actually been up here, wherever this quest is. I don't think so. I mean, it's possible that I have been. But I don't remember coming over here. A long ass fucking ladder, Jesus Christ. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I haven't been up here, I guess. Or I have, and this is like the entrance. It's the entrance. Good to know. Marrow is angry. Oh, he's gonna jump. He goes splat! Excuse me, people walking up above. I wonder if you'd help me out, attack. Yeah, buddy? See now where the mix-up came to pass. You must have thought I meant, yeah, you look like you were about to die. Oh, I meant to do some practice falls. The war room waiting there below, so there was never any concrete risk. Friend land on anything friend want, but from the side, death not optional. Why would you want to do this? You gain permission from a oh god. What hand? A jeweled pebble is what a suitor needs if he have his marriage recognized, so I have promised us to bring one home. Okay. So a marriage necessitates finding this pebble. The problem's really of another kind. Our family standings are as such. Are you outside? You're outsiders. Like, yeah. The noble house and their old-fashioned representative is not inclined to bless our wedding with. Is your betrothed Julieta by any chance? I begged and pleaded for 100 days, and finally the answer came back, yes. So you need to find the jeweled pebble to prove your worth. The jeweled pebble doesn't sound very good for what it's supposed to be. Jeweled pebble's only found one place. At Lavi's Sandbar is the place it sleeps at night in yonder Erythia Sea. Thanks for the follow, Zara. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sandbar, though, may prove a testing task, at far removed from city fare it lies. Oh, why are you talking like that? Oh, because your name is Romero. That makes sense. I haven't access to a boat, so swimming is the only choice I have. I estimate this one will take 10 days. Oh, Lord. What more bracing action can there be from leaping from some high up a lonely place? Up on the caravan it was. Told me. Oh no. I hear that it's a well-respected way to get. Oh, they're referencing Xenoblade 1. So the Napon, in order to prove their love to the other Napon, is there's the really high place on top of their village that you jump into a little pond, and if you don't do it, they never talk to you again. I get it. And that is why, my friends, I tell you true. Okay, yeah. It is Julieta, of course. Of course, every game has to have a Romeo and Juliet story. Julieta's gonna be waiting a long time to kill yourself jumping off high things. Oh, it's so funny. But the pebble's all you need. I'll never get over the pebble. You take you up to Lavi Sandbar. Yeah! Yeah, I can just take you there. I'm pretty sure I've been there. Pretty sure. Oh, Lord. Guys are fucking insane.
Good to add more names.
Pretty sure I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, I know what this is. Oh no. It's fine. Alright, yeah, it's not gonna be fun, but it's fine. I know what's here. It's not terrible. Oh, I think they're only like 61. They're not too high above me. But that doesn't mean I want to do it.
I see some relations have changed.
I have to get used to this boat again. Hi, big behemoth. You are 64. I'm pretty sure over here they're not as bad. I would like you to turn. Don't you dare see me. So just on the sand over here? 'Cause that would be convenient. God, these fucking spiders. I hate them. They crawl out of the ground. Ugh. It's up ahead. Yeah, you found that pebble in that sand? Oh, of course it's a giant pagul. Oh my god, your face is horrifying. I've never seen a pagul face before. Return the jeweled pebble to me now. And that's what happens. Is this just like a quest? Yeah, okay. It's just a quest guide. My topple didn't work. Now I'm sad. I didn't know he was gonna do the thing and block my attacks like an asshole. I don't need that topple anyway. I will wait and see if somebody breaks him for me. Oh, of course you break him while I'm doing this. What is that wrong with you? There. I have knocked him on his ass. Really his belly. Cool. Looks like she just fucking hit him in the head. I'm fine, I'm fine? I'm fine, my friend. Just take it unawares. Okay, we're unawares. Riku. Got the jewel pebble. Aw. Let's get back to where my darling waits. Turn her ear for the happy news! There's also one similar to this in 1. It wasn't as on the note. It was a little different. It was more of the father didn't approve. Yeah, I'll come with you, I guess. You don't have to yell at me, though. Yeah. Oh. Go ahead and go back. I was debating on getting the quests here, but it's fine. I'm gonna come back here anyway, regardless. I think I'll just get these quests and then move on to story stuff, and if we have time, I'll do the quests otherwise. Where's your house? I mean, this is technically... I guess the side part is a house. Yeah, there's a canteen, though. Hi, Julietta. You fell on the thing! It's all my father's fault. And who is this? Some friends who helped me out. Yeah, I didn't let him swim. 10 days. I scared Julietta's father. It's exactly as I said. Romero kept his word and found the stone. Definitely a jeweled pebble. Did you find this on your own? I had some help from my worthy friends. Fellow companions. Also, did you know they're going to end the war with Mobius too? Don't forget this test was set to see if you're worthy of Julietta. Other people helped you. I don't think we can use it to judge your worthiness. Wow, that's rude. Is there more we have to do? He has to leave the lost numbers. I won't leave my lost numbers friends behind. I signed up for your Julietta's sake. I fight to save the world from her alone. Them's the terms. Wow, you're a real stick in the mud. I got a Pagul friend you can go see. Oh, cruel man to say such awful things. You never understand. I hate you. What are you, 12? After all of that, this marriage thing isn't even happening. Yeah, they be like that sometimes. Oh, that's it? Wow, that's depressing.
Good to add more names.
Hold on. Is there not? We just don't get to see the resolution of that. Okay. That's fine. It's not. It's not. That's just mean. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's only 3. And I don't know how to get there. It might be over here that I get there from. This seems like the best place. Cause like in between them. I'll probably do the one behind me first. I guess to the right of me. When I get in, it'll be on the right anyway. I'll do that one over there.
Some relations have changed.
What am I stuck on? Nothing. Stuck on nothing. Okay. Oh, this is the one that I was thinking the other one was. Yeah. Alright, what's this one gonna be?
This is our first time here, isn't it?
Punch Rock. Man, if I'd known that I could have just walked up here and got this landmark. I didn't want to get too close to the quest.
Wait up. I heard something. What is it, Mimi?
I just realized Mimi is a cat's name.
Manana, see person on ground!
Oh yeah! Hey look, there she is.
Stay with me. We'll patch you right up.
She looks like she has the OBS logo on her pouch.
I have to help everyone.
Oh yeah, you're a hero. I know you by your your ribbon swoops.
You don't understand. I promised them. Said I'd keep them safe. If I'm the only one that survives, then it's all been for nothing. I have to go.
Oi, don't be a clod.
Huh? I'm not.
Oh, what? You're really serious then? How are you gonna save anyone when you can barely stand yourself? You got a death wish or something?
I think most of these people do at this point.
Let's break it down. As I see it, you have 2 options here. You can go in and try to save them by yourself.
Or you can let us pitch in. Which one of those strikes you as the better idea, eh?
You want to help me?
We literally just offered to heal you.
But I wouldn't be in such a hurry to throw my life away. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are 2 very different things.
It's just a quick patch-up, but it should help you think straight. Sorry about Lance and his threatening display of idiocy.
What's threatening?
You missed the point.
I did not miss the... Oh.
Look, you can relax. We're all friends here. Would you mind telling us what's going on?
Portlands.
Yeah, okay. There was a Kavesi raid. There was no time. I had to cause a diversion, so I leapt in without a second thought. After that, it's all a blur. That was pretty reckless of you.
Remind Riku of someone Riku know?
Oh.
Whatever the case may be, we had best hurry.
Now, Lance, he could have been talking about anyone.
Judging by the situation, your allies were likely forced apart and are now fighting alone.
It really sounds like it would help to have some numbers on your side, no?
For now, let's take the best course of action we can. We can hash out the details later. The best course?
My name is Fiona. I am the commander of Colony Mu.
Ew.
I know this might be a lot to ask, seeing as we've just met. But please, lend me your strength. I need to save my people.
I found me a hero quest. Okay, I guess I'll do this first.
Good to add more names.
Hold on, everyone. I'm on my way.
More colonies added.
Oh, they're so far away. Lord. Thing up there? I'll never know. Dig, little bunny! Dig!
This is something decent. Let's hurry.
Look, it was cute bunny. I had to get its stuff. Hey, I found one of your friends. They're fucking dead.
Summer.
Summer fell.
So sorry. You shouldn't have been alone.
Let's send her on. Her voice deserves to be heard.
All right.
Do I get to listen to it? I don't get to listen to. Oh, never mind.
Such is the officer's duty.
I have to initiate it. It's amazing that the Great Sword's just in between all of these colonies, and no one thinks to go to the Great Sword? I mean, I guess it is kind of a long swim if you don't have a boat,
Only I was stronger.
but still.
Just stay focused. It's not over yet.
I mean, it kind of is. They're all pretty much dead. Oh, there's a building over there. Oh, I'm gonna hate getting there. Some more of your dead friends.
Sean.
Oh,
Kept everyone
yeah, except
safe.
this guy's dead.
It must have hurt so much.
Sort of. It doesn't have the little thing over the A.
Fiona, leave the rest to us.
Yes.
You know, you could just play it. I don't have to click on it. Kind of required for me to watch it. On to the next set of buddies! We'll go to this side first. It was technically farther away. But it's digging!
Fiona.
Hold on. Gotta wait a sec. Oh, hey look! A unique, shark guy. I don't remember their name.
I think you operate it like
Gaia Shark?
so.
Guyard? Something like that. I'll have to remember him for later.
Is this like a rare thing?
Armu Barley. Interesting. Bunny digging! Digging bunny! That was the one that I already got. Never mind.
Huh? Is that?
Yeah, he's not digging them. Oh, you guys are alive. For now. Whoa! You evolves are cool!
This was entertaining. Quite a contest.
Indeed. And it ended with your loss. Irma! What hit you?
Sorry. How's everyone?
Fiona! Oh, Fifi, I was so worried about you. We're surrounded. And pretty badly depleted.
Aim for that banner. It's their commander, Fiona.
Dream on, mother!
We should go.
All of us. Yes. We didn't ask for these outsiders. This is still our fight.
But the wounded... it's nothing. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. Stop fighting fit.
Relax, Fifi. You worry far too much.
In Colony Mu, we fight as one. Right, folks?
You guys... Trust your crew.
Trust yourself. Trust in victory.
All hearts as one! We'll make it! Together!
Yeah!
Alright. This kind of seems like capture the flag. Yes, right. I love getting to topple. Oh, you guys are so weak compared to me. Balls? Oh. Wonder what makes them fall. Because they're all like, whoa. Wonder why. It better be explained. I'm gonna be upset.
Sparks! Too strong!
Retreat! Retreat!
Tell me about your valves.
We made it.
Fiona! Fifi!
Irma! All of you! You pulled through! Thank you! Come on now, of course we did!
We made a promise, right? Come what may, we'll always be together.
What about the other guys that I needed to send off though?
Lance! Everybody! Thank you so much for saving our lives!
Whoa! Alright, steady on. We're not deaf.
You were just gonna walk away! I couldn't let you go without a proper thank you. Even if you're Ouroboros, the betrayers.
Alright.
Hang on.
No. No need to explain. You're our saviors.
That's right. You even healed our wounded.
Yeah, you don't look like baddies to me.
Exactly!
And I noticed that when we were fighting side by side, you guys all trust one another. That's why...
You've made up your mind, have you, Fiona?
Yeah. That's why I want to try trusting too.
This was quick.
I want to destroy our flame clock. Would you mind doing us this one last favor?
It's hardly a problem for us, but why the sudden request?
We heard about a liberated colony from Nopon travelers. That's what got me thinking. There should be more to life than spending it fighting all the time. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you've been mulling it over.
This has to change. I want to change myself. I want to change the way things are.
Good on you.
Looks like you got it figured out. You'll trust me.
That's the same look you gave us when we first met. You'll do anything to protect your friends, won't you?
She did kind of like throw herself to the valves.
Alright then. Let's make tracks for Colony Mu.
That is, if she didn't still seem to be having second thoughts. Care to tell us why?
Oh, you noticed? Well, that makes things easier. There are two major stumbling blocks. The first is that you'll have to somehow outwit the console. And second, that only that console knows the location of the flame clock under discussion.
Oh.
Huh? How can you not know? The one you see right now? That's just a fake.
Fake? How's that then?
Oh, but the console isn't here right now. This might be the right time to act.
Fiona, this isn't the place to be having this conversation.
Ah, right. Sorry.
In any case, let's talk details at the colony.
Sorry.
Our people are on their last legs. We'll need time to get back to strength.
Sorry about all the urgent requests. We'll be waiting for you at Colony Mu. Don't keep us waiting too long.
But what about these people over here? Did the bunny do the diggies? I don't think it's reset yet. I guess maybe I should come over here first.
I see some relations have changed.
It's fine.
We can't just leave this be.
I'm gonna send them off regardless. I just don't know their name.
I hope we can make use of
What's in this container? Fine. Over here.
Smarts.
Oh, another one of these.
I think you operate it like so.
I think that's the unique monster over there. For the side. You're a different colored one. Alright. Oh, is that a harpoon? It looks like a harpoon to go there. I bet the flame clock's on that fucking island. But I thought the flame clocks had to be connected to the Piranhas for it to do any good. I guess maybe not, as long as that is like some sort of connection. Oh, yours is pretty cool.
Topographical info update.
Oh, that name, you. What else here? There's a container. Can I get to that container? It was there. But I assume no, not yet. Hold on, there's a container. Oh, you won't let me get the container. Rude. Oh, no pun.
Wow! Such flower power! Manana flubbered!
Everyone! We've been waiting for you.
This is awesome! Did you guys make this?
I supposed we did. Whenever we say farewell to a friend, we plant flower seeds.
Oh, that's sad.
They kept growing over time, and before we knew it, we had this. I beautiful, but to think of all the departed.
Beautifully depressing.
Standing still spells death. If we can't achieve victory, there will be no tomorrow. But still, we didn't want to forget that they were all here once.
So that's why you're getting all teary-eyed.
What? No. It's just the pollen.
I have a pollen allergy.
It doesn't take much to get Commander Boohoo here going.
Hey, Amy!
Irma!
How you doing?
Looks like you're taking a lot on your shoulders. Doesn't it weigh you down?
A little. I just wish I wasn't such a weakling.
You can put the burden down whenever you want, you know. You can still choose to keep things the same as always. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. Neither would anyone else here.
I love you for saying that, Irma. Just like I love everyone here. And Colony knew, where I met you all. And ever since I realized that,
I'm good.
Tomorrow stopped looking so dark.
Just going through some depressing cutscenes.
And that's exactly why I can't run away from my responsibility.
I get it. Whatever happens, I trust in you.
And I trust you too.
Why did your head shut out?
Irma.
Not. I'm gonna call you
All the squad leaders
Katana.
have assembled.
It's
We can
gonna
start
happen.
a meeting at your convenience. Understood. I'll be right there.
Oh, but before that, Fifi. Circle ambush! Ka-chicka-chicka!
Stop it!
We're all children.
Listen up, Fifi. Get it all out of you.
Yep, now she's back to herself.
We're waiting in the square.
Why? I'll get you back, you'll see.
Run away!
I guess they all are kind of children. So it makes sense.
It's hard to imagine that the console will make it easy for us with the flame clock. Someone will surely pay for this with their life. Again.
Again?
Please, do whatever you can to make sure it's not Fiona.
I mean, she can't die. She's kind of a hero. Flame Plug or no Flame Plug, make no difference for Goo Goo. But also understand pain it brought. Pain of saying goodbyes to many friends, life sucked away. Goo Goo understand reason why friends want to destroy it. Well, that's just depressing.
I see some relations have changed. Wonder what's inside.
Give me all that stuff. What's out here? Oh, look at that! Oh, I hate that. Oh, shiny! I hate being over the precipice of death. I was rid of that. Not. Ring leg shard. I hope I haven't missed any of these. I really hope I haven't. I'm not getting a bunch of story done today, I don't guess. Which is fine. Do want to make some story progress. Alright. Give me your affinity.
What to buy?
Oh, do you have something that I could use? Nope. Is there an up on one? Probably. Where? I don't know. Oh, I need to rest and eat here. Do I have anything to discuss? No. Give me your food. I probably need to go through all these again and see which ones I haven't gotten. They made a little smiley face. And this too. That's so
Can't wait
cute.
to see how Manana prepares it.
Right then, should we get a move on?
I guess maybe there's not. A nut pod?
Oh, hey!
Yeah, I see it,
Here's
Sana.
a goodie.
I was coming over here, stealing their stuff. You? Where'd that go? I can open it. Open the door. Oh, there's a little duck over there.
I missed you.
Look here. Climb, Noah. Nothing? Nothing? Hidden coast.
That smarts.
Huh, I wonder why. I guess I just never came over here. I guess this is where my bow will be, though. Which is handy. Okay. Would it be faster just to travel? Yeah. Yeah, it would. I'm gonna do it. This way? Yeah. Oh, there's a container over here somewhere. There's 2 containers. Oh no, the container's in this. I'm dumb.
On it.
Gimme,
We
gimme!
can make use of this.
Give me all of that. Thank you. Right? Okay. This looks like a battleground.
Are we seriously gonna do it now? Those Gavetti dudes are still loitering around.
Who's loitering again?
God, he's huge.
Sounded like someone was having a bit of a whinge. We all good here?
They're all so
great.
young.
Right, Tallow?
Right, Chief. No whinging here.
Say again?
Nothing to say, really.
Huh. I'll take your word for it.
Time is of the essence. Sorry to rush, but can we get straight to the point?
What should we talk about first?
Okay. Fake flame clock?
You said the colony's flame clock was a fake. What did you mean by that?
Wow, pretty blunt, huh?
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't really know any more beyond the fact that it's a fake.
Since we never use it anyway, yeah?
When it's close to running dry, we get orders from the consul to go out and fight.
Well, what is it for then?
Do you think maybe there's some weird advantage to it? Like, maybe the colony's rank is really high, but it makes it look lower to get enemies to underestimate us.
Or the exact opposite. Actually, we're bottom tier, but it looks a lot higher to intimidate people.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Well, your actual strength doesn't change, so it'd be pretty obvious once you get down to it.
And also, supplies from the castle are allocated based on rank. Could we see your supplies? That would give us a good idea of where you fall, rank-wise.
Nico's on warehouse detail. And I'm Nico. I'll get things ready for your inspection.
Okay.
You said nobody knows where your real flame clock is except the consul. How are we supposed to find it then? I don't suppose we could just ask the consul? Oh, come on! on, why the huge sigh? I was just asking. Someone had to ask.
Well, it has to be somewhere, or the status quo wouldn't be maintained. If you fight, the flame clock must fill up. Suppose you were to harvest a large pool of life in a short time.
Oh, it would flow into the real clock.
I'd like to investigate any large-scale combat engagements you may have experienced. If we're lucky, someone may have witnessed some signs of the flame clock's operation.
Could we take a look into your past battle records?
Of course. I'll have them delivered to you.
This is a weird place to talk about all this.
If the current flame clock is fake, what happens when your rank goes up?
As far as I know, I don't think that's ever happened.
Wait, you're joking? You've always been on the same level?
Nico, that's me. Heard something from the console one time. She said to tough it out and do exactly as instructed, and everything would be alright.
Oh? I was told something else. People only see what they want to see, I think it was.
Meaning?
Meaning, nobody actually wants to see how much is left on their clock, I guess.
That's fair.
I mean, if you knew, you'd just stress out over it constantly.
A little more stressing wouldn't go amiss in your case, Tallow, you turkin head.
What? Why'd you gotta call me names?
Just cause.
Wow.
Well, we don't know exactly what the console intended, but she must have had something in mind to go to these lengths rigging the contraption.
Who's your console?
You said the console was away. Do you know how long for?
Tell you bluntly, we don't know either.
She's always disappearing, going off on one special mission or another.
In that case, she could be back at any time.
I'm sorry that the answer isn't very useful.
This all sounds like kind of a big deal. It doesn't bother you?
It's nothing special. We don't normally talk much about it.
She just sends us down broad stroke orders, like, go defeat those guys. Send a team to this location.
Yeah. The only time she spoke normally was that one time, wasn't it? You know, the time when Fiona became commander.
Yuck. Do we have to talk about that?
About what?
When the previous commander died, Fiona clung to the console's knees. Started saying that the way we fought was making everyone miserable.
Yeah, it turned into a whole, like, debate. Until the console was like, fine then, you try and change it. And made Fiona the commander.
What? Just like that?
I know, it was a twisted kind of punishment. But now I've got everyone else tangled up in this mess.
Whatever. We know you just want the best for us, Fifi.
That's why you get yourself in such a tizzy.
And that's why we want to support you in turn. You're good, Fiona. Better than you know.
Thanks, guys.
Punishing someone with a promotion? That's so bizarre.
Yeah, the eye patches are to keep our location secret from Mobius. Strong flipcock.
So, this whole clock breaking thing's kind of a sudden development, yeah? I wanted to ask how you lot feel about all this. We know how Fiona feels, but are you all okay with what we're about to do?
Honestly, I just want Fiona to be able to relax, like not have to carry all this responsibility.
That's so kind of you.
Even if we do this, people will still die.
It's weird that she has little tiny devil horns.
Yeah, but if they do, it will be because of their own failure. That's not the same. She carries the banner for us, and it's because of us that it's so heavy.
But that weight's also the momentum that keeps her moving forward.
What's the point of the banner?
I don't want us doing anything that could sully the purity of Fiona's conscience.
All right, all right. Let's all take some deep breaths.
We're all friends here. Keep it civil.
I'm happy that you're so concerned for me. Thank you.
Well, I reckon things will work out one way or another. I mean, come on. You've got us on your side.
Yeah, you tell him, Lance.
No one wants to lose their mates. Just don't lose track of what matters, yeah?
Okay, that's all.
I think we've more or less heard all we need.
Yeah, I think so too. It's time to get to work. Let's check out the loose threads we've uncovered.
I don't remember what was
We
said
should
at all.
investigate the supplies in the warehouse and the colony's battle record data. Is that right?
Thank you,
I'll make
Mio.
sure everyone gives you their full cooperation.
We'll also try looking around for anything we might have missed.
If anything turns up, we'll be in touch.
Oh, I hear small one. Hi, baby. Think she... Sort of. It's kind of stuck. Why are you such a bad eater? You've got pieces scattered, no. Did you get confused on the way down here? I think she saw the towels on the floor. She's adorable.
Good to add more names.
Okay. Well, this one's closer. Hi, baby. What's up? I shoot. She's down here. Said you'd come back, you liars. Sorry to bother you. We were hoping to check out the old battle record. Bear with me for a moment. Transferred you the data. Okay. Thank you. Hi, baby. Where are you going? Your food's over here. She's walking away. After all the effort I put in to fix her food, walks away. I need to go. I'm high, exactly. Warehouse owner. Okay. Nothing here really stands out. It's all as expect from playing with the rank the Flame Clock says they are. The one who does inventory management. I think it might be the console. Nico only watches the warehouse. Okay. I feel like their actual flame clock is just there and they were told it's fake. Although I can't really tell if it's glowing.
Better make sure we're
You
well
just go
rested.
back upstairs? Oh, okay. I thought she just went back upstairs.
Could you all
My
come round for
food's
a
not here, it must be up there. It's worse. Calling you is weird. And this is why you can't make friends. Looked into their combat records. For the past few years, there have been no large-scale combat engagements involving Colony Mew. That in of itself is understandable, but you can't do that investigation survey thing you thought of earlier, right? Back to the drawing board. Perhaps, but what really caught my eye was the wastelessness, so to speak. Without any big wins or losses, not only there were no large swings to the flame clock total, there were also no interruptions to Colony's supply chain over the long term. Hi, baby. Where'd you go? Hi. There you go. Yeah, it's all over here, baby. So, what's that prove, except that few and the others are fending well for themselves? Gotta say, that's not really the impression I got of this place at first glance. Definitely not. We've heard them chatting, they don't really seem to talk a whole lot of training or strategy. They think about the personnel turnover. You saw the flower garden, knows how young they are. Add to that the consul's extended period's absence, ignoring for the sake of the argument that insecure environment, the colony's military results couldn't really afford such stability. Come to think of it, didn't Fifi say their colony ranks stay the same? The flame clock issue is odd as well. Couldn't stop wondering what the point of the deception was. We thought it could be to fool enemies, but soldiers here aren't given information, not even being manipulated, just flat out not being supplied. Fiona and the others didn't seem bothered by it, but I think in the real world it wouldn't do them any real favors. Two sides, it's actually Fiona and the others that it affects. What was it Tao said something about not stressing all the time? The people the console wanted to deceive, was it the residents of calling you all along? Yeah. There's one more thing that bothers me. Looking at Fiona and others, didn't they remind you of someone? They don't believe in anything beyond what they can see in the moment, still thinking that fighting is everything. They're so occupied with the reality put in front of them, they don't think of anything beyond that horizon. Colony Mew's case, they don't seem much interested in anything apart from the banner that Fiona carries. What is the banner for? It's a question of being used or otherwise. I'd imagine we're also only seeing what we want to see. Why Fiona was appointed commander, that she's useful for hiding whatever's inconvenient. The console had to go to such lengths to devise this one reason. The console's betraying Colin Mew. The raid we interrupted must have been their doing as well. Oh, that's terrible. You got little food places. There's some food in there for you. I promise. I've looked. You don't believe me? You saw it. You're cute. Not a lot. Got some gnomes. Oh, Fifi! You have a problem. Oh.
Oh no. What's going on?
We have a problem.
It's like back at Colony 4.
Another Mobius messing with us.
We just run by them. It's fine.
Tallow? Hey, what's wrong with you?
Oh no.
Sorry about this, bud.
Oh, poor Tello.
Tallow!
Don't worry, he'll be alright.
He's just unconscious. It's the Volfs! The weird Volfs that I want to know about. Oh, they're made of black fog! Oh, that's so cool.
Console. It was you, wasn't it?
Oh.
Reality, right? It's just so dull. That's why nobody pays it any mind. They'd rather chase pretty dreams. You really should have just stayed dreaming.
Why would you do something like this?
When someone close to you gets hurt, you want to become stronger for them. That desire and sadness, they make for a quality flame.
Is that why you arranged the attack? Conspired with Keves, sacrificed all those lives?
Without some hardship, humans don't come together. It was just the same with you.
Cut the crap! How could you put Fiona through this?
Hi, coming to sit in the chair.
I know perfectly well what I did.
Here you go. There you go. Oh, it's looking away. Poor Fiona.
She never once gave up. She wouldn't let the dream be all there was. That purity of purpose. It lifted everybody up. The need to support one another. She taught me that as well.
Ah, well, ain't that nice? Learn this!
Tiny little child stops big man in tracks.
What are you...
Don't hurt my friend! Even if she's bad, she's still my friend!
Fiona!
And then she gets shot in the back.
Fiona! Lance!
Shocker.
Stand up. You can do better than this. Please, get up. You'll do your best for the others, won't you? You'll do all that you can, and then some.
Stop it! I'll fight along with you if you want. I'll fight by your side against whatever it is that's making you sad, Irma. So please, stop calling it a dream.
Hey, don't disappoint me like that. You've already made your choice. You chose what you wanted to see, and freely. Just how heavy is that banner? How many lives do you carry? Please, stop. All of their hopes. You did say you'd shoulder them, didn't you? You said you'd never break her. You said we'd be together forever. Crying about it won't change the truth. The fact is, your friends are dead, and I'm the one who killed them.
Oh, Lord. The poor Bob didn't deserve that. She does not seem intimidating at all. What's with the fish face? Phobia's eyes irregular. Alright. I guess you guys can fight those balls. It's fine. Uni, you're dying. Alright, well, I guess no one's gonna break it. Someone broke it as soon as I was toppling. I love that. Oh, I was a second too early. One golf is down. Theo, you're dying. Or not Theo, Cutie. Senna, you're doing good all on your own. So far it's just us being hard. It's good. Oh, now you're broken? Oh, come on. Why is it always when I'm doing my talent art that you guys decide to break? I don't even have it right now anyway. Oh, I did it in time. Haha, you didn't hurt me. Oh, I was. God damn it. Only a second too early. Oh, you can just spawn more. Trying to keep Neo alive. What's good is the more enemies she spawns, the better attack Neo gets. With the one that smashes the ground. Really nice. Oh, I don't have it. Better give it to me. Yeah. How you doing over there, Senna? Feeling good? I definitely don't have my topple. Done that. I can do this again. chain attack you. There we go. Someone got a rank. I don't know who. Couldn't tell if it was center or lands.
Irma! You really shouldn't cry for me. Sorry. You were my friend. But I couldn't save you. Fiona. You'll always be my Irma.
If it makes you feel better, she's probably gonna be reborn anyway. Without any memories of this. It was a rock. Okay, a mountain cliff size?
See, some relations have changed.
Okay. Weird. Hey, Tallow, you want to talk about this? I'm not okay right now. Fair. Fair. Where am I going? Can I warp there? Ah. This way? I want to go this way. I was about to say, I guess not, never mind. Hey, that was fuck. This must lead to that thing, right? A harpoon? Or I guess not, it just loops around. Okay, never mind. Fine. Bed of Rose and Wishes. Oh, I didn't realize what it was called. That's depressing. Hi, Fiona. Sorry I killed your friend.
So this is where the flame clock was. How did we never see it before?
Because it was a giant rock.
Look, I'm not great with words, but I wanted to say, I'm sure she was a complicated person too.
I'll never forgive what Irma did. I know I can never, ever forgive her. But if I'd never met her, I wouldn't be who I am today. She's taught me a lot as well.
Just promise you won't suffer alone, alright? If things get too much to bear, you can always talk to me.
Hey, Tallow.
Tallow.
If you need to grumble, or swear, or call someone names, I'm your man. I'll get rid of all your worries. You can count on this turkin head, okay?
Same old Tallow.
She woke me up, you know. Irma did. Made me watch you. I couldn't move, but I followed every word you said.
Perhaps she didn't want you to be alone.
But then, why? Why do something like that? I'm supposed to be the turkin head, not Irma.
I want to know about these Mobius people.
Oh, no you don't.
I have to know what Irma was thinking. Will you let me fight by your side still?
I mean, I guess I do have Triton.
No reason
Talk to
to
him.
say no.
You're already our friend, Fifi.
Fifi's the dog's name. And we just casually walk away. Oh.
Don't ever forget how you're feeling right now.
Are they gonna do a little send-off?
I think it'll keep you strong.
Yeah. I won't. Not ever.
Did that flower patch just flip into existence? Oh, they're gonna break it, that's right. Go. That was the whole reason we were here. I almost got level 5. Cool. I lands.
I'll do my very best.
Signifier.
Oh no.
That made it sound so bad. Unique healer that applies random buffs to allies and can full party with ours. Oh, wait.
Some relations have changed.
But I'm currently working on someone. I also currently don't have anyone.
Do what you have to do.
We're gonna work on you because I need more defenders. Okay, so is there anything here? Point of interest. There's a couple of points of interest, actually. How do I get to that harpoon though? Oh, I got people that want to be talked to. Not these people, like info guys. I don't really care about you, to be honest. What's this poster?
Good to add more names.
Something written down. They need to do Talos Squad. Sure you close up the waste disposal pack this time. Like I said, I'm sorry. Okay, that's all this. Console's tricking us, trying to frost pairs too, all because of her.
I see
That's
some relations
just
changed.
Talk to me! So you really don't remember a thing from before you got attacked? Who are you talking to? I don't even remember being attacked. That's just terrifying to think about, losing your memory. Well, I got some bad news for you. I think Fiona's okay. It's real cause for concern that she won't tell us anything. That's just how she is. I don't care about these right now. Hey! Irma was such a liar. She said she'd survive alongside us. Oh god! Haven't heard much about pirates recently. Somebody got rid of them. Oh no! Look, I didn't mean to get rid of them, to be fair. Point of interest from here. Is it up there? I can only assume it's up there. Oh, is it gonna be a ladder down to the other side? No, that doesn't make sense. Any sense at all. The poster. His assignment. Lookouts, Michaela, Hilda Mary, Fiona if available. Do my part when I'm there. Promise. Okay, what's the point of these posters though? There's another one. Here. Oh, I guess there's a little place here. Okay, well, I'm gonna go see this poster. It's over here by the... Oh, there's two! Two over here. Hi, Nico! You must be sad and depressed. Console's piece of work still feels so surreal. I hate how you talk. I hate it when they talk in third person. Hilda Mary! Maybe he's really going with you then. I don't want her to leave. I'm sorry. It's not my decision. Okay. What assignments are written here? Talos Squad, Palo, Nada, and Shoot. Talos Squad, Yesa, Kayla, Irma, Sean, and Summer. Nico, Lotus, Ross, Sora, Hilda Mary. Okay. Oh, there's Yellow. Longitude, Frost, and Irma. Do it for you two this time. I don't know what the point of this is. Where was that gut that I didn't go through? It's over here by the real, like, I guess maybe it opened up because of the flame clock? Oh, there's someone I didn't talk to. Sora. Or Tusor? Tusor. Thank you so much for destroying the flame clock. I think it took a lot of pressure off Nada in particular. So calm and collected. Spiders usually don't live that long, given the nature of the— oh, that's—
To add more names.
what is wrong with this world? Where is it? Here? Yeah, this opened up probably because of— yeah. Is this where the harpoon is? This is where the harpoon is! Yay! Harpoon! I love seeing the harpoon.
Operate it like so.
Okay.
Harpoon!
Of course.
Man, I'd love to have a harpoon. There's nothing I need to harpoon, but man, they're cool.
Time to take the fast way.
This isn't a fast way, this is a terrifying way. Also, that hand over there, I have a theory about that hand, but I'll leave it for later. Because technically it's spoilers for one. Technically. It kind of goes with my other theory that I had at the beginning. Oh, what's in this gold container?
We can make use of this.
Look at all the stuff I get to sell. So glad that was worth it. Phantom feather. Alright. All that was in this one little warehouse. Okay. Where's the other quest? I want to at least get them. I think this is closest. If they're just standard quests, I'm not gonna do them. Honestly, if they're hero quests, I'm probably not gonna be there. Because I have 2 heroes now. I don't need any more. That one seems to be on a different level than what I can get. Oh, there's one at this lighthouse. That's right. Like in this general area. Or maybe not, I guess. Where is this? Oh, I see. I think I have to go to Lighthouse to get to this one. Okay. Okay, so the one that I need is over here. Fine! Oh look, dead bodies!
Oh man.
Aw, you
they've
fell
really gone
down!
at it now.
I take all of your stuff. Let her smoke a candle.
Is that more husks?
Yep.
Better see them off. I don't mind waiting.
The Otto's making things! Ah! You're so cute! Look, I understand that I'm sending off dead body and all, but like, they're doing it cute. I want their stuff.
This is something decent, right?
Alright, where am I going? I need to go around side? Don't come over here, Raboon. Please don't. Oh, you just faded out of existence. Don't spawn near me. I beg of you. Okay. Over here. Oh, there's a little camp. Oh god, I was wondering about you guys.
How about we take a little rest there?
Oru and Bam Bam. Hi Doran. I can't believe you. Slander and level mismanagement of Doran is blame. Are they bickering again? Yeah. What are you arguing about? This is just a standard quest. I'll tell you what it's about. We came to this island and mysteriously some of our stuff has vanished. It's the Gulkin. Other tools and cooking stuff and things we really need while we're traveling. Just gone. Doran was in charge of luggage, not fault of Bam Bam. You were the one carrying the cooking gear. It's all very convenient to blame me for that. Guess you're stuck here. Yeah. We can't keep the Leibniz in good nick without tools or cook dinner. There's just a sea dragon over there. I guess we're gonna die out here. Tell I Bam Bam not want die. Where were you when you realized your gear was missing? It's 100%. I guess this is what Destiny let us here for. I let you die out here won't look good in Mio's diary. It's 100% the Gulkin. I think you really should. We'll check around the campsite for you must have just overlooked. I'll do you later. I don't care to do you right now. Goodbye! I want to go to this other one. Hold on. This is the quickest way to get my ship. Without leaving here. Where's my ship? There's my ship. It's inconvenient that you're on this side, though. It's fine. I'll just take the long route. By long, I mean pretty short, because there's a cut right here. Urban Island. Okay. That way's not gonna help me. I assume there's a way to get here. Onto this island. There it is. Oh, I see. There's just a colony of sorts here. Urban Harbor. Oh. Okay, I guess I have to fight my way through here. Cool.
Such is the Overseer's duty.
I just leave dead bodies everywhere, huh? Alright, fine. Is it possible that I can just run from you all? Because, like, I don't really need to fight you, to be honest. I do want to go through this gate, though. I can't leave this gate. Alright. I find it funny that I ran over here and they're no longer attacking me. Ones that were following me. That's funny. And good. Take it out. Come on. There you go. You guys are so weak compared to me. At least they're relatively close. Not like dangerously close. But they're at least in the 40s. Relatively high 40s. I love Senna's form. It's so cute. Alright. Wow, we took out the guy already before he even managed to get here. Yo, attack me. You can't hurt me. Oh, you're not even attacking. Well. I was just off. Look, guys, I just wanted a quest. That's all I wanted. Man, I wish I had Popple. Oh wait, I do. I'll just use this because I don't get to use it very often. You got broken again? Cool. That all? No? Yes. Good.
If only you didn't charge off.
Okay, can I open this door? Okay. Oh, sure you do. I guess I have to come in from another side.